What's up, y'all? We're back with another video. This time doing an actual car kind of test. We didn't get to have any photos or videos for y'all, unfortunately, because it was kind of a last minute thing, spur of the moment. We were up with his parents yesterday for Easter Sunday dinner, and their neighbor had his friend or brother over, and his friend has a Genesis G80. And he just kind of walked out and seen it and was like, hey, there's a Genesis sitting outside. And so, us being car people, we both walked out and just started kind of looking at it. And then the guy who owns it came over and was like, y'all want to drive it? And we're like, no, we just want to kind of look at it. We've never gotten to see one in person, so we just wanted to kind of check it out. And he just throws us the keys and is like, no, go ahead, go for a drive. So we took it down Polk Hollow, which is pretty close where his parents live, and went about halfway down Polk Hollow or so, turned around, came back. Like I said, very last minute thing, so unfortunately no photos or videos, but we'll do a kind of after the fact video about it now. I liked it. I liked it a lot. We both did. It was surprisingly a very nice balance of smooth and comfort, and also very sporty. Like, you punch that throttle and it gets up and goes. Like, that thing can move. For being probably a 4,000 something pound car, mid-size sedan, it's pretty punchy.
And it didn't even have it in sport mode. It was just in normal mode.
Yeah. He told us after the fact, the owner, that there was a button that we could have pressed that's for sport mode. And neither of us noticed it when we were driving in it, but that, you know, of course your dash lights turn red and everything, you know, goes into sport mode, and it, you know, makes it, well, feel faster, I guess. I don't know if it actually makes it actually faster, but it certainly would make it feel quicker. And so yeah, even in normal mode though, it was good.
It really was.
And for being a Genesis, I know they're kind of a newer brand, comparably, and so I think they're doing pretty well overall, over the whole lineup. I haven't gotten to drive any of their other vehicles. I've just gotten to kind of see them and kind of sit in them briefly, but for what I've gotten to drive just yesterday, it was great. I definitely liked it. In fact, we were talking on the way back home, and I said, man, if we ever get to a point financially we could afford that car, I think we should add that to the list of things to consider.
That list is like so long.
So long.
But it was, the shocking thing is they don't look that big until you get inside of them. Yeah. And she actually looks like a little kid sitting in it. I was picking on her because, you know, sitting in the Audi here, I mean, it seems very normal. But I went to go put my hand on her leg, which in here is no big deal. But in the Genesis, I had to really reach to get her, to hold on to her leg. And I mean, it was a reach. You don't realize how much bigger on the inside they are until you're in one. And the room inside is amazing. And them seats were so nice too.
Very comfy. The only thing that we both kind of agreed on is the bolsters on the sides of the seats, especially if you're trying to go for a bit more of a spirited drive, and you're trying to go around corners and things like that. The bolsters don't quite hold you as much as you would maybe hope for. I'm sure there's a setting for that. We didn't try to mess with it, but I'm sure there's a way you could try to get those a bit more narrow, to hold you a bit better. But that's the only thing we kind of thought that wouldn't be a bad thing to have, at least as an option, or, you know, some kind of package for the car to have that available, for those times that you may want to kind of be a bit more sporty with your driving. But other than that, I mean,
fit and finish was nice. All the buttons had a very soft but tactile feel to them. Definitely. Everything was like effortless. Opening the door, you could do it with your pinky, and just, it was so nice. But it still had heft to it. It still had a nice weight to it. But everything was just so nice and easy, and just really good feel, like in build quality. It felt well.
Definitely. So, and even kind of intuitive to use. Of course, this is first time that either of us had ever sat in one and driven one. So we were trying to figure out how to use some of the AC controls and things like that. Volume for the music, stuff like that. And it was easy to kind of find and know, okay, that's for that and that's to do this. And the AC controls were all kind of touch screen. But easy to use. You didn't have to. I know some of the ones in certain cars you have to like press down kind of hard on them to get it to do what you want it to do. And this one, you just lightly tap it, and it's very easy to use and easy to kind of see what's what. So
even on not so good roads, there was no creaks or rubs or any weird noises from the interior. Which even in some really nice cars, you can still end up with so much rattle or vibration or a creak, and I didn't hear a thing.
No, it was, of course, the one that we were in, it was still somewhat new. I think he said he had it a couple of years so far, about 25,000 miles on it, and so it's still getting broken in somewhat, but even still, no creaks, no weird noises or knocks, anything like that. And just, it felt super well built, and it felt like there was thought put into it, which is cool to see, because I know a lot of cars these days, there's not that kind of thought and attention to detail in a lot of things, so it was good to see them bringing that back.
I really liked it. I would have no problem with, I mean, it seems like a lot of money, but once you've rode in one, been in one, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
And considering what you can get for that same price point, new or even gently used like that one is, value for money wise, I mean, that's got to be pretty close to top of the list for me at least.
Yeah, it would. I wouldn't have any problem with it. And it was all-wheel drive. So if you live in a place where you have inclement weather that's bad, it's good. Ground clearance, of course, would always be your issue, but as a rule, I think it would be pretty good. Yeah. So, I would. Of course, long term would be reliability and see how that would go, but it was just an impromptu test drive, so we can't speak on that at all.
Yeah, if we ever do end up owning one ourselves, I guess we'll let you guys know about that, if that day comes. But for now, I mean, we were both impressed with it. So, and it's South Korean company, of course, so it's not going to be, hopefully at least, quite as bad as say something American made or something that's got a bit less, maybe spend a bit more time in the shop and stuff like that. But yeah, so
and he said he's had no issues with it so far. So
yeah. So, of course, the other thing he did mention that he said some other Genesis owners have found, and it's not even a true issue with the cars themselves, it's more about the dealership experience and things like that, customer service side of things. So, car, mechanical wise and stuff, so far we haven't heard of anything too bad at all. So, hopefully it'll stay that way.
Yeah, hopefully so, because if they can keep the build quality good and reliability good, I think they got an excellent product on their hands.
Definitely.
So
yeah. So we thought we'd just give you guys an update, let you know what we got into yesterday, and definitely if you haven't, go test drive one for yourself if you're able to. Go sit in one, look at one, whatever you can get your hands on. I definitely would suggest. Yeah, it's impressive. I'm sure you guys will like it too. So
a heavy consideration if you're in that price range that you're looking at a car, or even an SUV. Of course, they got the G70, which would be a little cheaper. The G90 would be a little higher. So if I think I would seriously consider the SUVs or the G70 or the G90, whatever. After that's dead middle is the G80. So hey, man, if you're in that price range, I would highly recommend go check them out. I mean, I was really impressed.
Me too.
So,
well, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching. as always, like, comment, subscribe. If you've been in one, seen one, driven one, let us know what you guys think down in the comments below, and we will see you in the next one.